Today I will do my part to follow through on an inner change. When something inside of me has truly been worked through and released, I will believe in it. I have been restored to sanity. It is in my ability to believe in this that will make it real in my day-to-day life. When I refuse to really accept that an inner transformation has taken place, I sabotage my own getting well. I take away the inner healing by telling myself that it is not real. I have the courage today to believe that a higher power is at work in my life and that I am meant to be whole and happy. Today I understand the true meaning of forgiveness. I had thought that forgiving was what good and nice people did. I thought I should do it because it was the right thing to do. I now understand that to forgive someone else is to forgive myself. When I hold anger in my mind, my unconscious does not know for whom that feeling is meant. It only knows that it is a container for resentment. To forgive is to let go and to release my own mind from being caught in the cycle of going over and over the hurt. I am not forgiving for the good of the other person. I am forgiving for the good of myself so that I can be free and move on. Forgiveness is a gift, a state of grace that benefits the giver as much as or more than the receiver. If I am to heal fully, I will need to forgive fully. When I feel angry, I seem to have two ways of dealing with it. I either hold it in and say nothing, or I let it out in accusing, venting, non-productive ways. When I do this, I rupture perfectly good relationships. It is fair for me to register disgruntled feelings when appropriate, but that's all I need to do. When I can't hold back from getting into an argument using blame and accusation, I create a mess. When something goes wrong, feeling angry is normal. I need to give myself a few minutes to feel the anger before I act out the feeling, rather than immediately dumping it on someone else. When I can give myself permission to feel my own anger without fearing it will devour me, I can own it as mine and decide what to do with it next. I can have intimate relationships in my life today. In the past, I felt abandoned by those nearest to me, and as a result, it is difficult for me to trust. I am strong enough now to weather the feelings that come up for me as I move close to another human being, because I can feel my own feelings and give voice to them. I can simply see them without creating a problem by blaming them on someone else. They are my feelings, and I am willing to own them. I can be close to someone. There is a vast difference between healthy dependence and codependence. In healthy dependence, I feel my own feelings, own them and share them openly with someone else, and I allow that person to do the same with me. In codependence, I become lodged within another person's psyche and feel their feelings for them, losing touch with what I am feeling. Today I understand that it is healthy to have comfortable interdependent relationships where all members take responsibility for themselves and their own thoughts and feelings. I can lean on someone without falling over because my center of gravity is within me. Today I will be gentle with myself. Only I know how hurt I have been and how frightened I am capable of being. I will hold that terror, stricken part of me with loving, kind hands, and ask for help from a higher, wiser source. I will stand as the caretaker of my own soul and protect it. I will take risks by not pretending to myself or others that I am fearless, or by playing tough and hiding underneath layers of denial. If I am to invite my spirit to live freely within me, I will need to be both loving and strong, strong enough to live with my own weakness, and loving enough to extend a compassionate hand to myself when I need it. I accept and love myself, not as I think I should be, but as I am. Today I understand that dumping blame on someone else does not relieve pain or make my life better in any way. If I reach out to others by attacking and blaming them, how can I expect them to hear anything that I say? If I want to be heard, I need to risk being seen, not as I wish to be seen, but as I am. I ask too much of someone else when I say obnoxious things and yet insist on being heard. If I really want someone to understand me, I need to risk being vulnerable and let my feelings show. Pointing a finger at someone else will only make them want to point a finger at me. It is hard to feel vulnerable, but with practice it will become easier. I will be left with more of my real self if I do not tear at the self of someone else. Today I know the truth of my recovery. If I am to stand centered and strong within my life and self, I will need to plant a garden within my own soul. A garden for me to nurture and to nurture me, a haven of beauty. I will find my own voice and sing my song, because if I don't sing it, it will not be sung. It is all I have, and it is enough. I do not need to prove anything to anyone anymore. I have come home to me. The truth is, I was here all along, only I forgot to look for myself. Instead, I searched for me in other people's meaning and became lost in their stories. I am not lost today. I know that there is nowhere to look for me but within myself, and no one to lead me there but me. Thank you, Lying, for letting me see this. Today I am willing to face both my past and my present. If I close my eyes to my past, I am kidding myself. No one has no past. If I live in my past, I am robbing myself, because my present will slip by as if it never happened. I am going to find a working balance, one in which I can see day to day how my past has shaped who I am today. If my past is causing me problems, I will find appropriate methods and places to work those out so that I do not pollute my present. I will also remember that my present is important, that working through my past does not mean living in it. It just means that I am willing to re-experience and rework certain parts of it so that I can release it and move on. Today I am capable of allowing my life to feel good. My habit pattern from my past has taught me that when life is going well, not to trust it. I unconsciously wait for the bottom to fall out when life feels too good, fearing what I learned as a child, that it will not last. When I get like this, I do something to mess things up. Just being aware of this will help me to ride out the good times, as threatening as they may be. It is the nature of life for nothing to last, good or bad. Good and bad are the judgments we bring. Actually, life is like a constantly changing kaleidoscopic series of events, presenting themselves over and over again in endless variety. Understanding this makes it easier to step back and enjoy life for what it is. It can give me a stage upon which I enact my play, but it cannot give me meaning. I give life meaning by my attitude toward it. Today, I am willing to take responsibility for the anger that I carry within me. I am not a bad person because I feel angry. No one wants to think of themselves as an angry person, and I am no exception. But when I refuse to acknowledge the anger and resentment that I have stored within me, 1, I turn my back on me and refuse to accept a very important part of myself, and 2, I ask the people close to me to hold my feelings for me, to be the containers of my unconscious or the feelings inside of myself that I do not wish to see. Because I deny my anger to myself does not mean that it goes away. Today, I am willing to consider that there might be something more to it, that I may be carrying feelings of anger that I need to accept